Chicamo, good people. My name is Martin Morage, and I would like to welcome you all to another edition of Predictions by a Casual. Today is June 5th, 2021. The event is UFC Vegas 28, Rozenstruik versus Sakai. It's going to be exciting. A lot of big guys fighting tonight. It's going to be exciting fight night. A lot of names I don't know, a lot of fights, 14 fights in total today. None of the fights got canceled yesterday or hopefully today. So because of the lots of fights and stuff, my drink of the day is coffee. So let's get started. First fight of the night is in the potatoes. We start with the potatoes. The prelims. First fight is between El Nino. Hold on, good people. Let me pull up the fight card and make my predictions. Boom, there we go. First fight of the night is Claudio Puelles fighting El Nino Claudio Puelles from Peru, fighting the Monkey King Jordan Leavitt from the USA. Jordan Leavitt is undefeated in the UFC, 1-0. El Nino has 2 wins, 1 loss. I'm gonna pick Mr. Leavitt to win tonight, probably by submission. There we go. That is my pick. Next fight of the night is between the sniper Sean Woodson from the USA. He's fighting the Moroccan devil, Youssef Zalal. Youssef Zalal has 3 wins, 2 losses in the UFC. Sean Woodson, 1 win, 1 loss. I've been enjoying watching the Moroccan devil fight. His last fight, I think it was a loss. Actually, watched him lose against, I think it was Soriano, Kunael Soriano, who's a killer. I don't think so. But I remember he lost to Shane Burgos. Anyway, on this one, I'm gonna pick the Moroccan devil to get back on the winning streak. Believe he trains in Colorado. Boom. Next fight is between Le Beast Magnon Fiorot from France, fighting BB Shaq Tabata Ricci from Brazil. Miss Tabata Ricci. BB Shaq is making her UFC debut. Le Beast Fiorot has 1 win, no loss. Only 1 fight in the UFC. On this one, I'm gonna pick the lady making her debut, BB Shaq, to win. Next fight. Lightweight between Nuguette, Alan Patrick from Brazil. Alan Patrick has 5 wins, 3 losses. He's gonna be fighting the Dragon Mason Jones from Wales. Mason Jones, no wins, 1 loss in his UFC career, fighting against who I'd consider a UFC veteran. But on this one, good people, I'm gonna go with the Dragon to pick his first UFC win tonight. Next fight is a featherweight between Mr. Finland, Makana Makani, another fight I enjoy watching. Lost his last fight, but it was a tough loss. I think he'll gain from it, and I feel sorry for the Jawaiian Kamuela Kak, who's making his debut against a badass such as Americani. So on this one, I'm gonna go with Mr. Finland to win. Next fight is a welterweight between Massaranduba, Francisco Trinaldo, veteran of the fight game. I believe he's like 41, 42 years old. He's fighting the king of Kung Fu, Muslim Salikov from Russia. Muslim Salikov, 4 wins, 1 loss in his UFC career. Francisco Trinaldo, 16 wins, 6 losses, about a 6-year age gap difference, I think. I believe Mr. Muslim Salikov is about 36 years old, 37, like that. Anyway, on this one, I'm gonna go with the king of Kung Fu, just because he has less miles on him. Next fight, heavyweight fight, the big boys. Bulldozer, Tana Boza from Canada. He's fighting the Sledgehammer, Ilir Latifi. That's a name I haven't mentioned in a long time. I haven't seen even in a fight card in a long time. I actually thought he retired. And I think maybe it was his teammate, Gustafsson. Anyway, Ilia Latifi is from Sweden, 7 wins, 6 losses. Tana Boza is from Canada, 3 wins, 2 losses. On this one, I'm gonna go with the dude who's been more active recently, who've been watching a lot, who's been impressing me a lot, Mr. Tana Boza, the Bulldozer, to win. Next fight is the featured prelim, and it's the second women's fight of the night. The last one, I believe. Yep, the last and second and last women's fight of the night between Montana De La Rosa from the USA. She's fighting Queen of Violence, the Queen of Violence, Ariane Lipski from Brazil. On this one over here, De La Rosa has 4 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. Miss Lipski, the Queen of Violence, has a losing record, 2 wins, 3 losses. Ugh, that's not good. With a name like the Queen of Violence, okay, maybe there have been violent losses. I don't know. But on this one, good people, I'm gonna go with the Queen of Violence to at least go back to an even 500 record. Anyway, that is it for the potatoes. Now we go to the meat of the event. There's meat. If it was a cut of meat, I would describe it as a chuck roast. It's heavy. It's heavy, needs to be cooked for a long time. I feel like some of these fights, I feel like might go the distance. But I don't know, I'm just making predictions. Anyway, first fight of the night in the main card, in the meat, in the chuck roast, beef chuck roast, is a middleweight between Tom Breese from England. He's fighting Antonio Arroyo from Brazil. Tom Breese has 5 wins, 3 losses. Antonio Arroyo, ooh, no wins in the UFC, 2 losses. And if you've been watching my videos, please subscribe, like, comment, and if you've been watching my videos, you know my theme for these predictions is upset. So on this one, I'm gonna go with the upset. This is the first, I believe, the first upset probably I'm making. No, I believe I made a few, but anyway. Antonio Arroyo, I'm going to pick you to win. I'm going to pick him to win. Next fight, middleweight between Thunder, Dusko Todorovic from Serbia. He's fighting Robocop, Gregory Rodriguez from Brazil. Rodriguez is making his UFC debut. Todorovic has 2 fights in the UFC, 1 win, 1 loss. On this one, I'm going to pick the Thunder to win. Oh, I kept on forgetting. Okay, I picked Miss. Okay, let me go back to the card over here. I'm sorry, good people. I'm sorry. I had a week off, and yes, I forgot my rhythm. I lost my rhythm a little bit. So there we go. I picked her to win. Next fight, I picked Mr. Jones to win. Next fight, I make Mr. Americani to win. Next fight, I picked Mr. Salikov to win. Next fight, I picked Mr. Bosa to win. Next fight, I picked the Queen of Violence to win. Okay. Next fight in the main card, I pick Mr. Breese to win. Yep. Next. No. I picked Arroyo. I picked Arroyo, man. Next fight, I picked Mr. Todorovic to win. The dude from Serbia, Thunder from Serbia. Next fight, welterweight between Ponzinibbio, Argentine Dagger, Santiago Ponzinibbio. I was so excited about his last fight. He's fighting Caramel Thunder, Miguel Baeza from Brazil. Ooh, 2 rival countries. If you're into soccer and stuff, you know that this is a good rivalry, at least in soccer terms. But on this one, just because of the disappointment that Mr. Santiago Ponzinibbio delivered to me, I'm gonna pick him to lose, good people. Yeah, there you go. Nothing against him. Okay, I guess that's something against him. So I pick Mr. Baeza. Oh, here's the US flag over there. but for some reason I wrote down he's from Brazil, so I guess he's from the USA. Next fight, another Argentinian is fighting a Georgian, Roman Dolidze from Georgia. 2 wins, 1 loss in his UFC record. This is a welterweight fight. 2 wins, 1 loss in his UFC career. He's fighting Pepi, Laureano Staropoli from Argentina. I think that's an Italian name, Staropoli. Anyway, Staropoli has 2 wins, 2 losses in the UFC. I'm going to pick him to lose tonight. I'm going to pick Mr. Roman Dolidze to win. Next fight, what's it called? The co-main event. This is back-to-back heavyweight big boys coming up. The first fight is between the co-main, the first fighter is the big ticket Walt Harris, a fighter I like, a fighter who has had a tough few years, but hopefully he's going to be coming to show off tonight. He's fighting Tybur, Tybura from Poland. Tybura has 8 wins, 5 losses. Walt Harris 6 wins, 8 losses, 1 no contest. On this one, as much as I'd like to go with Mr. Walt Harris. He's been inactive for a while. At the same time he's been inactive, Mr. Tybura, I think, has won, 3 or 4 fights in a row in a span of 2 years or less in the heavyweight division. That's a pretty good record. That's a pretty good run. So I'm going to pick him to continue and hopefully step up to the title contention picture. So Mr. Tybur to win over there. Next fight is the main event. The reason this card was made, it's between 2 big heavyweights, 2 heavy punchers. Bigi Boy, Jairzinho Rozenstruik from Suriname. He's fighting Augusto Sakai from Brazil. Rozenstruik has 5 wins, 2 losses in the UFC. Mr. Sakai, 4 wins, 1 loss. So those records are almost really equal. I can't remember who Mr. Sakai lost to, but I remember Jairzinho has lost to the champ, the Predator. That was his first loss. His second loss, he was maybe outclassed a little bit, outmatched, outclassed. I'd like to see a rematch of that with Cyril Gane. Anyway, on this one, it's going to be a tough fight. I think somebody's probably going to get knocked out in the 3rd round. Oof, it's going to be a good fight. But good people on this one, as much as I like Bigi Boy, as much as I know this dude has heavy hands all through 5 rounds, I'm going to go with Mr. Augusto Sakai to pick up his win, go to 5 wins. And that is my predictions for UFC Vegas 28. I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched to the end, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all next week for a main event. I believe, not main event, a pay-per-view. So have a good weekend, have a good Saturday, have a good and blessed fight night. Otherwise, adios, God bless you.